Yeah. Stop playing small. Stop hiding. Take the cap off. Let it breathe. What it is? 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 Take the cap off. Let it pop. Let it snap in. Hold on all the fire. Had it tucked in the back. Take the cap off. Let it spill. Let it drop. You been silent too long. Let the pressure go pop. Take the cap off. No fear, no doubt. What's in you been loud? You just knew that it out. Take the cap off. Whole room gonna shake. This your moment right now.
Sorry, I'm late.
Take the cap off. I've been biting my tongue, playing nice, staying cool. Tell myself how to shine, try to follow the rule. They said maybe next time, I say yeah like a fool. Whole line in my chest, but I stayed in the zoo. Trauma had me for the insecurity, train me. Fear kept the key, but the door couldn't cage me. They doubted, I nodded and doubted myself. Put my gifts on the shelf like I do it when I'm ready. But ready don't come when you scared to be seen. Perfection, a lot to get killing the dream. So I'm ripping the seal, yeah, I'm breaking the lock. If it's messy, it's honest. Hey, take the cap off. Take the cap off. The cap off. Let it pop, let it snap in. Holding all this fire, had it tucked in the back. Take the cap off. Let it spill, let it drop. You been solid too long, let the pressure go pop. Take the cap off. No fear, no doubt. What's in you been loud, you just muted it out. Take the cap off. The whole room gonna shake. This your moment right now. Hey, take the cap off. Who told you you were too much? Who told you sit down, hush? Who made you question your voice?
Flawless, let's get to it. Let's make this conversation worth your time.
But I aim to be small. I'm a whole damn storm front on top. I'm tired of whispering winds, tired of playing the edge. If I got something to say, I'ma say it with my chest. No cap, literally, no mask. This is me. If they laugh, let them choke on the globe. And believe, shake it out, shake it loose. Rearrange yours, crack the top. That's on, that's your power.
Into Chimaka Essentials, my happy place. Come on in with me. The smell of citrus and vanilla hit you right away. Hi, welcome to Chimaka Essentials.
Let it pop, let it snap, been holding all this fire, had it tucked in the back. Take the cap off, let it spill, let it drop. You been silent too long, let the pressure go pop. Take the cap off, no fear, no doubt. What's in you been loud, you just needed it out. Take the cap off, whole room. If only I knew what it takes just now, yeah. In my own way, If only you knew. In my own way, do I go, do I stay? How do I get out my own way? I've been practicing courage in my head. Shadow boxing fears, I ain't did it yet. Every sign loud, I still second guess it. Calling it patience, it's a nervous step. I don't question skill, I question when. I don't fear the work, I fear the win. What if I move and it all change fast? What if I don't and I stay in the past? Standing at the door with my hand on the latch. Whole future
Why so much Venom, though? Everybody is talking shit and really rolling up. So here's the real question. This part right here, nobody's asking anything straight. I don't know what's up with so much Venom, though. This isn't about flexing or proving or explaining. It's about movement. How you operate when nobody's asking you questions. At least out loud anyway. This is about what you do when you already peep the setup and decide not to step into it. You know? Are you one of the ones who learned early that saying less keeps you safe? And that timing really does matter? And saying less, really saying less? Because the situation probably deserves to be less said, you know? I don't know, we here today because you already figured out that real progress doesn't come from talking to it to death. You know what I mean? It comes from you handling your business and letting the results speak. So before anything else gets said, understand this. What follows is about how people who are really built move through the world. Just intention, awareness, and execution. Welcome to Blended Healing. Why so much venom? Good Lord. Good Lord. It's out here, man. Everybody got something to say. Everybody got an angle. Everybody got feelings. They just tossing around like facts. Half of it ain't even communication. It's just people dumping whatever they holding on to and hoping somebody catches it. You know? Hurt, dressed up, as that's something they got to say profound. That ego, woo-wee. Wrapped in, I'm just being honest. That part, you know? People who don't slow down to check what the motive is. What's the actual move behind all of that talking? Because saying something don't mean you ready to deal with what comes with it. Expressing your emotion don't mean you prepared to stand in it either. And a lot of people aren't addressing situations. They talking at the air and letting it hit whoever is close enough to get that wave. You feel me? And most of the time, the message ain't even meant for you. It ain't even meant for you. You never know. It could be aimed at you because of decisions that were made, the work that they avoided, and things that they knew they let slide. And you just happened to be nearby when it all spilled out. When it went, wait a minute, hold up. When it went. Exactly. Just like that. Broken. That's what it was meant for. You know? That's why before you even respond, you're going to have to check what you're looking at. Is this someone really prepared to handle something? Or just somebody speaking out loud because they don't know what else to do with it? You feel me? Everybody's talking, but who's really built to handle it? I don't know. I mean, people be like, I don't get it. Why so much venom? Why? Where does it get you? Where does it really get you? Like, who's really built to handle it on a consistent, constant basis? Because you got to pay attention to the behavior. Sometimes you got to look past the exterior to see what's really good, you know? You know, the ones who say the most usually disappear when it's time to actually deal. All that confidence shows up in captions, comments, and side conversations. But when that moment comes to be direct, the energy changes. Now it's confusion. I didn't, I don't know what. Yeah. Then it's backpedaling. Now it's, that's not what I meant. It is what you meant. It is. I just a little while ago, you were clear on how you felt when it was being said, but now you're a little shaky once you have to own it, right? See, jumping out the window without really understanding what the hell you jumping out there for, because you're all caught up in the moment and your brain gets all cloudy and all of that. And then here comes the damn venom because, you got to one up on them. They bring you some shit to the table. You be like, oh, let me teach you how to handle me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Who's really built for it? Because everybody's just talking. Then you become confused, huh? Okay. See, the other thing is that sometimes talking can turn into entertainment. People treating real situations like commentary, throwing out opinions without even taking accountability for it. I said some. I didn't say all. Some people dress up old slick behavior up into, are you okay? Is everything all right? You know what I mean? Hiding behind all of those little words and you know what I'm saying, man. Acting like saying something automatically makes it respectable. Masking that disrespect by doing that, not keeping it 100 and standing 10 toes down on what you say. I'm just trying to understand why so much venom. You can agree to disagree. It's not necessary to be doing all of that. But people who are really about something don't need the build-up. They don't need backup either. Damn sure don't need to put on a show. When there's an issue, they address it direct. Point blank period. I like people like that. I prefer that. I prefer somebody tell me what's really up and say whatever they got to say and let me go through my cycle, and then I'll understand it. And I'll respect you more for it. That's why not engaging bothers certain people. When you don't play along, there's nothing to bounce off at. For real. Try it. Try it sometimes. Because it has to have the tit for tat in order for it to keep going. And then it escalates and escalates and escalates. And then all of a sudden, you don't know what direction it's going to go. Is it going to go through police games? Is it going to go through bodily harm? I mean, like, I'm going to roll up on you. Because shit like that happens, man. You keep talking enough, selling all them wolf tickets, somebody's going to check that ass. For real. So sometimes you don't have to play along. Strike that. Not sometimes. All the time. You don't have to play along the game line. There's nothing to bounce off of. No reaction. No spiraling out. No crashing out. Just their words sitting right where they left them. And you ain't got to react to it. But when you do collect yourself, you do have every right to respond. You see, the venom isn't about you. It's about their reflection. Ain't got nothing to do with you. The reaction wasn't caused by you. It was triggered by what you represent. You stay consistent. You don't unravel. You don't move off impulse. And for someone avoiding themselves, that feels threatening. How can she or he be so cool, calm, and collected when people are throwing nothing but slugs at you? Body blows. But still, you remain intact. You don't have to say much. You ain't even have to do anything big. Your presence alone highlighted things that they haven't handled, boundaries that they didn't build, effort that they skipped, choices that they keep dodging. So now the story changes, right? Now you changed up. Now you moving funny. And that's what happens when people lose proximity that they were used to and don't know how to process that. They talk. They will change the story about the situation, and they will try to explain your choices in ways that make them feel better. Let them. Let them. Because that reflection don't disappear just because they look away. And you don't need to respond to any of it. You don't need to break it down. You don't need to prove a damn thing. And you already know what lane that you're in. Don't put your blinkers on. Stay in your damn lane, and that's enough. Put some stop signs on your sneakers. They will implode on their own. Trust they will implode on their own. Because any attention, whether it's bad or good, is attention. Got to be kidding me. What is all the venom about? Good Lord. I'll be right back.
Kiss you into place. This ain't a trend, this ancient flow. She don't heal you, she helps you grow. She breathing moonlight exhale.
Out front of the shop today, this is Holistic Royalty by Kels. We specialize in herbalism, yoga, and nutritional planning. Hi there, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Here's a little info. Come by for a tea sample anytime.
Will do.
Welcome to the grand opening, y'all. This is our tea wall. Everything is blended right here in house. I poured a little rose and hibiscus for you to start with.
It smells amazing in here.
And over here.
All right, this batch is our lavender citrus blend. The base is shea butter, and I've tinted it with a touch of indigo so you get those dreamy blues. A few drops of sweet orange and lemon.
What ribbon is it?
And then the heart necklace to top it off.
It's like a little celebration in a box.
Spray, soap, body butter, and then the heart necklace to top it off.
The necklace is my
She rooted in the rhythm of the trees. Talk sweet pork, calm like teas. Queen Kels with the herbs that speak. She the balance when your soul feel weak. From plant to plate, she walk with grace. Tinctures that kiss you into place. This ain't a trend, this ancient flow. She don't.
Listen, I'm not going to keep you long because this is like beating a dead horse. Because you already know what's up. What I was going through and what I always knew is that real G's move in silence and always have. Loud don't equal real. Let's start there. People got that shit twisted. They think that volume makes them valid or right. Like the more they say, the more it means. That's how folks end up stuck in doing all types of stuff, flipping around to perform instead of keeping it above. Mistaking attention for substance and reaction for respect. Real G's don't announce anything. They move. There's no stories. There's no cryptic post or shit like that. No, they just wait. They just wait. They handle what they handle and let the results speak for themselves. Silence is about control. It's experience. It's knowing you don't need witnesses to give any confirmation of what you already standing on. People who make the most noise usually need it. They need the back and forth, the reactions, the commentary, because without that echo, they don't feel grounded. The real ones don't need any of that. They're not out here. I almost said something, I had to catch myself. I was really about to say something. Let me move past that. Whoops. Can't say that I got too much to lose. I can't be saying All I got to say is that the real ones don't need any of that. They move careful because there's too much at stake to be sloppy. And when they show up, it's intentional. It's precision. Ain't got nothing to do with no theatrics, because real G's do move in silence. So here's the thing I want to know. When they really roll up on you, you do realize that spirit is already posted, right? Because sometimes it goes beyond talking. When somebody really thinks that they're doing something, sending energy, throwing shade, running their mouth behind closed doors, even trying spiritual nonsense that they don't understand themselves. Oh, let's go. All I got to say, if you dipping and dabbling and you don't know what the hell you doing, may I offer that you step far, far away from that, because you might get yourself caught up. For real. That's a little tidbit from me. If you don't know what the hell you doing, don't do it. It'll backfire on you. For real. For real. This is what they're missing. All right? You don't have to move alone. You're not just covered, you're assigned. There's backing on you that existed before they ever fixed their mouth to say your name. Ancestors already cleared the paths before you even saw the streets, man. The guides warned you before things changed, and protection stepped in before anything could touch you. You feeling me? Yeah. That's something that they don't know. They think that they're testing you, hurting you, But what they're actually brushing up against is everything that stands behind you. That's why nothing sticks the way they expect it to. Every attempt is going to. Alignment handles things quietly without needing announcements or retaliation. Spirit already clocked it, already handled. So, with that being said, let them talk, because you got a destiny to fulfill. Let them twist things so they can sleep at night. You know what I mean? Let them, yeah. Go ahead. Do you. Twist some things up. And let them say your name in places you don't even need to be. None of that outweighs what's already been confirmed over your life. They're talking while you're building. They watching while you're moving. Stuck on you while you're focused on where you're going. And you don't have to address the insecurity. Explain nothing. Especially when they're already committed and already have a bird's eye view, or I should say, an influential. Somebody influential already told them a story about you, so they running with the story. You feel me? Without even having a conversation with you, so it's already been a staged misunderstanding about you, to you, and for you. But you don't have to make anybody comfortable where you're headed. And the same mouths throwing dirt now will eventually have to acknowledge what grew anyway. Protection doesn't need to be all loud or anything like that. It's quite the opposite when you're protected. Like I said, real G's move in silence. Protection doesn't need to be boisterous. It moves unseen, and it's extremely effective. So let them roll up however they want. They're going to hit a wall that they didn't even account for. Because when things are sealed, nothing needs to be defended. What's backed doesn't need any proving. And when they finally realize who they were dealing with, it'll already be too late to matter. You feel me? I'll be right back after this.
Happy Valentine's Day. Be on the lookout for a Valentine's special on JamaicaEssentials.com.
The petite 9x6 Valentine box opens to a cobalt and silver collection. A 3-ounce body spray with silver atomizer. A 4-ounce tin of whipped
A cooling aromatherapy spray with notes of sea salt and lavender. A smooth ocean blue soap that shimmers like water. Rich body moisture that sinks right in. And a grounding bracelet with...
Inside the premium 10x8 Valentine box, every element is chosen to pamper. A 4-ounce body spray and an 8-ounce body wash.
A cobalt blue aromatherapy spray with a silver pump carrying our Royal Azure fragrance. There's a whipped hydrating body moisture, matching body wash, also in Royal Azure.
Yeah, we shine, nothing less.
Well, you know that holiday is coming up. You already missed the early bird special with the $5 off, but it's still a good bargain and a good price. So go over to the website and check out the Valentine's special. In order for it to be there on Valentine's and be there, you know, day, you have to order by February the 8th for guaranteed shipping. Ashe? I told you I wasn't going to keep you long at all. Let me wrap this up right here. If you got it, you got it. And if it rubbed you the wrong way, that's probably because it touched something real. I wasn't saying all of these things to convince anybody. I wasn't here to tell you to clean up anything or convince anybody for doing things. All I'm asking for you to do is sometimes keep things to yourself, tucked underneath your own wing. And if people try to provoke you, ignore that shit to the best of your ability. And I understand, because as soon as somebody gets into attack mode, you ready to buck up too. You feel me? But you don't need to respond to everything anymore. And you don't need to prove that you're solid. You already know how to move, and that's enough. And people who matter can feel it. The ones that don't or were never the audience anyway. So let them talk. Let them speculate. Let them stay stuck in the noise while you stay focused on what you actually are moving to do going forward. I'm not saying that you're untouchable, but it's more like you being unbothered by certain things that ain't got shit to do with you. And don't allow anybody to put a jacket on your back based upon some hearsay. It'll play itself out anyway. Because just like the news, it comes and goes so damn quick. You feel me? So close this right out right here. We're done with navigation. We're about to move into something different. Ooh-wee. Strap on, strap on, strap on. Don't explain yourself anymore. You're here to just keep it moving. Focus on your stuff. And don't allow them to put you in the trap of pulling you back in. Point blank, period. Real G's move in silence. They don't tell everything. They don't tell anything. Because at the end of the day, all you're going to do is see the results. And that's it, and that's all. I said what I said. And that's it. Be well, stay safe. I shade deep bow to each and every one of you. And I'll see you around, maybe, on these YouTube streets. Ashe.
Light it slow, let the spirit
soft and sweet. She make essentials where the spirit meets, grounded in the smoke, lifted in the night. Spirit don't move on the schedule. She listens first, then she speaks. You never know with her. You never know it. She don't rehearse, she receive. One working cut her can free. Yeah, you never know it. She quiet, the spirit say go. Then she'll start taking control. You never know it. She don't explain what she knows. She just delivers the message and goes. She don't clock in, she tapped in. Episode change with the breath she breathing. Some days it's comfort, some days it's mirror, some days it's love, some days it's clearer. She don't perform, she channel. Say less, but her presence is mental. Ego get nervous, mask get tight, cause true walk every when it into the light. She'll laugh with you, then pause mid-sentence. Say one thing that hit your chest like a sentence. Didn't plan it, didn't write it down. Spirit said now, so now it's sound. She don't know what's coming either, till it land on her tongue. She a vessel, not a script, that's why everywhere you run. You never know it up. She might soothe you or stir you away. Say the thing you scared to say. You never know it up. She trusts what moved through her hands. Not everybody gon' understand. You never know it. She don't predict, she obey. That's why every word feel brave. You never know it up. One episode tears, next one fire. One moment prayer, next one quiet. She let spirit drive the wheel. That's why it always feels so real. She don't promise easy healing, she promise honest release. If you sit her space too long, you might have to meet your peak. She don't want you as a head, cause spirit don't ask permission. If you play, you already chose to receive the transmission. She not